I got that on film. And I'm going to keep
I
it
did
there.
it on purpose.
Uh-huh, sure.
I did.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, we're here.
We were supposed to be doing a weigh-in today, but Larry says we're not doing weigh-ins.
Do you want to know that I lost another pound again? Does it really matter? No.
He says that we're going to do them once a month.
Yeah, dude. At least then it looks like there's some progression or non-aggression. Right? Non-aggression. Progression or non-aggression? I don't think that was right.
Just scratch that. Just delete that portion in your mind. Forget he said it.
Yeah.
So what's going on, buddy?
Oh, well, buddy. I can't have soy. We established.
Can I? But you're doing better than me. I mean, I can't have peanuts.
I can have peanuts. If I can have peanuts. Oh, we were doing another video, but then we went on a tangent and realized we had to do it over again. So this is like take two.
Larry didn't want to get yelled at.
So what we were talking about.
Anyways, talk. We're talking about the.
Oh, I got yelled. Oh, here we go. You know what? I'm gonna let them hear it. Every time I try to do a video, you just want to take daggers and stick them in my back, dude.
No.
She's vicious.
You're right here. Sticking them in your back would be saying stuff behind your back, which clearly I'm not doing. I'm saying it in front of your face and in front of millions of people.
Well, I gotta bring in soy sauce into it, man. I like soy sauce.
Well, so do I. And I like peanuts, but if they're giving you problems, then it is what it is.
So the point is, it's a good idea to really look into this virgin diet because you may have problems.
With things that you've been eating all your life?
Like I was eating, sometimes I eat spaghetti and it wouldn't bother me with tomato sauce, and other times my stomach would just not stop hurting eating tomato sauce. Well, after taking everything out of my diet and then throwing stuff back into my diet, I had spaghetti with a particular spaghetti sauce twice, and both times my stomach hurt. And then last night I had rice and I put some soy sauce on it, which is a soy product, and my stomach hurt. So that's like three soy products that has
three. How do you figure?
Well, three times.
Okay.
2 spaghettis.
Well, one was soy oil, which is horrendous for people, and then soy sauce.
So the next thing I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to get a big fat thing of white rice and nothing else, and I'm going to drown it in soy sauce. And if my stomach hurts again, then it looks like the one food that I've eaten my entire life since birth and even before birth probably, I can't eat no more.
Well, that's okay. I ate peanuts all my life, and I was like, dude, I actually asked people on Facebook, hey, do you like creamy or whatever? And someone was like, hey sis, peanuts are really not good for people, da da da. And I was like, man, I've never had any problems with peanuts. Clearly, I was wrong, and I've had peanut problems this whole time. I didn't know.
So it's good though because you go through life with aches and pains and my wife was complaining about something too. She had aches and pains. We just added gluten back into our diet.
And she found out some of her problems.
Yeah, she's like, my knees are starting to hurt, my ankles are swollen. Well, they weren't hurting and they weren't swollen before we added the gluten into the diet. So,
well, you said that your feet were kind of hurting too. You're not really sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. I jog a lot and get slammed to the ground.
But you haven't been doing that when they start hurting past week.
Look, I'm not taking everything on my diet, dude. I'm not going to live in a tube.
You don't have to live in a tube. Oh. There's plenty of stuff you can eat that's gluten-free.
So basically, I am a person who
possibly
who doesn't like. What I need to get across to these nice people.
Hold on, can I tell them what my problems have been so far?
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Here's the important thing. You.
Which one? That guy in the red shirt?
The guy right there who likes eating steaks and cheese and butter and corn and bread and all these yummy, delicious foods. Why don't you look up the Virgin Diet, take a month out of your life, and see if you actually are having problems you aren't sure. Because what I didn't know about the Virgin Diet, what I didn't know about food really till recently, is how adverse the effects can be of eating the wrong food. Like, who would ever associate your knee hurting with food? Or having a headache with food? Okay, granted, maybe if you have too much sugar or if you're a coffee addict, you get a headache. But, I mean, I know people who constantly go through life with headaches.
Right, and they got problems, aches and pains, and they just assume that's part of life.
And believe it or not, cheese can cause a headache. Soy can cause a headache. Corn can cause a headache. Sugar can cause...
Yeah, just because you're not, breaking out in hives doesn't mean that you don't have an intolerance to something, and I think that's a big giant
that even goes as far as foggy mind. Mm-hmm. One thing that I have experienced since I've been on gluten is I seem to have, waterlogged brain. It's a little bit of a
That's
fog.
actually very common.
And so there's little things that I'm noticing about my body by taking out food. Now, personally, I love to eat, and I like to eat all kinds of things. And most of the foods that I wasn't allowed to eat are the foods that I love to eat. So it was very challenging, difficult, hard, nay, I say impossible, to want to be on the virgin diet except for one thing.
Impossible.
I wasn't doing it alone,
Is
which makes it easy. And the second thing that makes this not so bad is, if you follow a basic, simple routine of making smoothies with easy ingredients to get a hold of, it's real easy to stay on the diet for a while. You're never really feeling too hungry because you're getting just enough food that you need, and your body starts to feel better after a couple of days.
Right.
You start feeling bad again as soon as you start adding all the food back into your diet.
Yeah, well, unless you don't have a problem with it. I think that's been the most shocking thing for me is to find out something like, like soy. You've been eating soy all your life. I've had soy, and soy sauce products like all my life. And then finding out the peanuts, which I've ate all my life as well. Like finding out those things that before I would have told you, I don't have a problem with these things. I really do have a problem with them. And you don't know until you remove all these things and then add them in slowly back and your body basically normalizes. And then you go, oh, so that's what's been causing that this whole time.
Oh, I know you like peanut butter and you like peanuts. I know you do. This woman when she came here first, she was putting peanuts on everything.
No, I wasn't.
She'd be like, yeah, dip that in peanut butter. It tastes really good. I'm like, all right. And it really did taste really good.
Like apples and chocolate, yeah. And bananas.
And ice cream.
Well, and you don't dip it in there. You add the peanut butter on top with chocolate chips, like dark chocolate chips and dark chocolate syrup and bananas. It's really good. But I won't be eating that. I'll be eating almond butter instead.
So, the I guess the take home message here is you owe it to yourself in your own life to find out what's good for you and what's not, and everybody's different. And you might find that something you've been eating your whole life has been causing you problems your whole life. And you didn't even realize it was causing you problems because you never would make that. Like soy sauce. I would never have thought soy sauce would be an issue for me. But because I've always had problems with my stomach and problems with pains and aches, I just always assumed,
You just thought it was life,
I'm
right?
old.
Well, even before you were old. I mean, you've been dealing with this kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, but then I figured I was getting old young. Falling apart faster than the average bear.
So you might be dealing with all these aches and pains and brain fog, and you're just thinking, like I'm depressed, or I'm just getting old, or life just sucks, or whatever, and I'm supposed to feel like this all the time. No, you're not. You're not, and it probably is something that you're eating.
So with that, expect us to pick up life where we left it when we get some of these projects out of our way.
Yeah, so we're going to do quick little videos.
We got to finish the 90-day video vlog challenge because, like we said in our other video, most of you guys talking Snapple crack about how you got to do a 90-day video vlog challenge and blah, 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 blah. Where they at, yo? Where they at? I've been looking. Yeah, you, dude. You said you were going to do it. You said you were going to do it. You did like 3 videos. And it was like, day 20, day 60, day 90. Good job. Sorry, maybe I'm a little angry about that. I was by the way, just because you think you're going to get a keyword, don't be so sure if there's traffic. We are literally up and down the first and second page of 90-day vlog challenge. And
actually, probably the first several pages.
It's like a ghost town. There ain't nobody there. You know what we finally realized? Because nobody finishes the vlog challenge. We're the only ones going strong through it.
And no one cares.
We're like in the wilderness yelling and no one's listening.
Oh, well.
Wake up, dude. We're talking. Oh, my God.
Personal gratification. We finished it.
Well,
Almost.
Okay, we're going now. Bye.